But what would be your favorite mob movie then?
It's easy. Goodfellas. Goodfellas is hands down my favorite mob movie. And the reason is, I have read a lot of mafia autobiographies and biographies and watched a lot of documentaries on them motherfuckers. And that is, to me, from everything I've read and saw, that is the most accurate portrayal of the mafia.
I mean, that's a good reason to like it.
I love it a lot. Because it's not like glamorous. They're like, they're in the trenches. They're on the streets. They're doing this. They got to pay up to the boss. You know, and even the boss is not like living, because the only boss who lived in like a big ass house was Paul Castellano.
Oh yeah,
Paul Castellano. But he was the head of a family. Yeah. But the other head of the families, they weren't living like that.
Oh.
They were living a smaller, more out of sight, out of mind type shit.
Yeah.
So Goodfellas does a really good job at portraying like what it's like in the daily life of a mafia associate and a made man. It's not all glamour. It's bad because like his friends all get whacked. You know, they're all getting killed. Shit's going crazy. He gets addicted to drugs, and it's because it's based on a true story. It's based on Henry Hill. Okay. Yeah, Henry Hill was an associate for the not the Genovese, Lucchese. For the Lucchese family. So an associate is someone you're working with mob guys. You can't be in the mafia because they had the books closed for a very long time, up until like the 80s or 70s, I think.
Yeah.
Or 60s or 7. No. I can't remember. I can't remember when they opened the books up. I think it was like in the 70s or 80s. I think it was the 80s. But so you could never join. They would never let no one join. And then when they did open the books and when they were able to let people in, you can't join the Italian mafia unless you're 100% Italian. So Henry Hill was not 100% Italian. Robert De Niro in Goodfellas, his character, because they changed the names too. Like all the names are changed.
Yeah,
because the real guys they're portraying weren't the same name as that.
Yeah.
So they were associates. They were never in the mafia, but they worked. They worked for the boss. Yeah. Like they made money because in New York in the 80s, that's when it's based. It's based in the 80s. The mafia had New York under wraps. Like it controlled everything. So if you committed a crime and you weren't part of the mafia and you did it in their neighborhood, you're good as dead. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have permission from them to do it. And that might be their business you're ripping off. Oh. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's wild.
So the mafia was powerful. And so that movie, that's why I like Goodfellas so much.
Okay, so it's just like a more realistic.
It's more realistic, yeah.
Yeah. So have you seen like Donnie Brasco?
Yes, I love that movie.
That's based on a true story too, right? Yep. And that's about.
I've read Joe Pistone's book. Joe Pistone was Donnie Brasco.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I've only seen that one, and there was another one that I was just thinking of. Oh, I've seen Scarface, but
yeah, but that was outlandish.
It's glamorized.
It's glamorized.
Yeah, that's wild shit.
Yeah, because ain't nobody getting. I mean, granted, now in Colombia and shit like that, you were seeing dudes living like Scarface.
Yeah.
You know, the cartels and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're living like fucking luxurious mansions. Yeah. But if you did that in the U.S., everybody who in the U.S. that made that kind of money, you had to keep it on low key. If you started blowing it, like, hey, look where'd you get this money at?
Yeah, it'd give you away.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter down there, I guess.
Unless you launder it. Yeah. I mean, if you launder it, then you might get away with it, but you're still going to get caught.
Yeah.
Now, down there, you own the cops. You know what I mean? So you can get away with it. Pablo Escobar had his own fucking prison built for when he got sentenced to do time. You think he was in there all the time? Fuck no. That guy went in and out. He's like, in fact,
he's probably like, I own this bitch.
The thing was, he actually committed murders in that prison. He'd have dudes come there and they'd kill them, right? And they were like, well, that's all. It's whatever.
It's a prison.
Because he's like, I'm still in prison. How can I do this?
That's outrageous.
It's outrageous, but it's true. That's what happened.
I mean, I'm sure it is.
It's 100% true.
Shit that strong is so fucking crazy.
It is crazy.
Like gangs, fuck.
How power? Well, it happens more. See, the most corrupt gang in our country right now is our government. That's a different topic, though, guys. Fucking
True.
Yeah. Fucking but yeah, dude. There's I love Donnie Brasco. That's on my top 5 because it's another one that it portrays. It shows like
it's an accurate portrayal of what happened.
Yeah. Well, It is, but they Hollywooded it up.
Yeah,
they did Hollywood it up.
You take liberties in true stories.
Yeah, because you can say it's based.
Yeah,
and that's what they all say. It's based. It's not the true story, but it's based on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because, fucking Cocaine Bear was based on a true story.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, fucking
a bear and cocaine.
Yeah.
The end.
But the only thing that really sucked with seeing Donnie Brasco, Lefty Guns Ruggiero, who was played by Al Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
In real life, he survived after Donnie Brasco got outed. Like, hey, he was the feds. You guys let him in.
Oh, yeah.
His boss, Sonny Black, was the one. Because at the end of the movie, he's like, Al Pacino's like, all right, I got to go to this meeting. He took all his jewelry off and put it on the thing. He's like, I'll be back, honey. Have a good day. And he left. And then in the credits, it says he was never seen again. That's exactly what Sonny Black did. Because which was... the underboss. He was the boss of that crew. So Donnie Brasco, because he was in a crew.
Yeah.
And because a crew, every mafia, the family is made up of soldiers, capos and soldiers, and all the capos have like a crew.
Like a military almost.
Yeah. And they have their, like the capos, which was Sonny Black. He was a capo. And the is it Colombo? I can't remember if it was Colombo or Bonanno that he infiltrated. It was one of those. It was either Bonanno or the Colombos. There's 5 families at that time. Supposedly, there still is. Because you had the Colombos, Bonannos, Lucchese's, Genovese's, and Gambinos. That was the 5 families. And he was, I think, Pistone, I think he got into the Bonannos. I want to say
it's out there.
I think it was. But, yeah, that's a great movie.
As you talked, I was thinking of all these other mob-oriented movies that I really like that are really good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you've seen The Departed.
Oh, it's a great one.
It's a great movie.
That's supposed to be about Whitey Bulger. And
yes, shit. Yeah. I believe that.
Well, what they did was they took Whitey Bulger's story and created a fictional story with it.
Yeah.
Because he was an informant for the FBI. Whitey Bulger was he was an informant for the FBI as he was running a fucking organized crime organization and killing people.
Well,
and then he would rat on his enemies to the feds.
Yeah.
So they'd bust his enemies.
Yeah.
So that's in The Departed. That's what they took from it, and that's how you get all that. But that's a fucking interesting story. This crime boss who's got his hands so far in the FBI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's really good. I've only seen it like once, but the one I think I've seen the most is Road to Perdition.
Oh, that's great with Tom Hanks.
Oh shit! It's
Paul Newman.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's got that other guy.
Jude Law.
Yes. But man, it's a cool one, and I feel like it kind of almost does the same things that you talk about Goodfellas doing, with like it not all being like glamorous because he's just like a low level type guy.
But it's more like fantastical. That movie's more fantastical because Tom Hanks is like. He's the one enforcer who can do it all. You know what I mean? No, they had many guys who would do that shit.
Well,
and he was like the baddest of the bad, and I gotta go now. Put the hat on. Clack, clack!
Well, you gotta kill Tom Hanks.
But he dies in that movie.
I mean, he does.
He does.
But yes, he does.
It's a good mob movie. It's a fictional story, and you clearly can tell.
But okay, so for you, when it comes to a mob movie, it's better if it's more accurate to actual.
Yeah, because they were real. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I still like mob movies that aren't. Like
the fantastical ones?
Yeah, I still like those. Like fucking Scarfaces, the fucking Road to Perdition, all the, the black and white James Cagney shits, fucking, those are all like, man, guy, we're gonna get fucking, I still like it because I like crime movies. Yeah. I do like crime movies. And the mob and mafias are the best of the crime movies. Now, there's other mafias that they've done, like Viggo Mortensen, my bad. Viggo Mortensen was in
History of Violence.
No, but that is a mob movie.
Okay,
because he's a fucking dude who fled his family, and then he went out there in a small town to escape him, and then they came back to find him. Yeah. So it's a mob flick.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's another one that's like fantastical because it's like this guy's been living out here for 20 years, No one knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with Viggo Mortensen. He just doesn't look and sound Italian to me. Like, he doesn't.
I get that totally.
You know?
Is he not?
I have no idea.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is. But he just doesn't fit the part. Like, that movie is great.
What
I like
it?
that movie.
Oh, the
History of Violence.
History of Violence. Okay, I thought you'd move.
No, I'm about to move to this one, but not yet. The History of Violence movie, like, I like that movie.
You're right,
but I think they could have casted it better. Like, if they had someone else instead of him, because when he went back and saw like his brother and all that shit and the fucking mafia thing, they were like your stereotypical mafia. Hey, fuck, it's Tony, yeah. You know, those type of Sopranos type motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right though. He didn't
fit the part in my eyes. So if they would have casted him different, I think it would have been better.
It might have been.
But it's still it's
I mean,
it's
that was
still
off Lord of
entertaining.
the Rings kick too and shit.
Yeah, it was off of that too.
Yeah, because he had a big spurt there for a second, a bunch of shit. But where is he now?
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't know where he's at now. He must have caught some fucking charges somewhere. Fucking but the other one that he's in, it's a Russian mafia movie.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's like a fucking action movie too. What the fuck is it called? Because it ends up, I think some chick like helps him inadvertently, doesn't remember, she didn't mean to help him, but she did. And now he owes her like something in his eyes because he's like, oh, we Russians, we bond together, you know, that type of shit.
Yeah.
And he's got the accent, and now that one he does fit the part.
Well, yeah, he does look way more Caucasian than
Italian. Fucking but yeah, I can't remember what the fuck it's called. No, I'll scroll it across the screen, but if I remember, I'll text it to you, and then you'll be like check it out, Joe.
I'll definitely watch it though.
Yeah,
pretty good. I know you've seen way more than me. I'm trying to sit here and think of other ones that I've seen.
I got a bunch. There's another one that's really great that I love. Okay, this is my top 5.
Okay,
Casino.
I've never seen Casino.
Never seen Casino?
I was going to ask about that earlier when we were talking about The Godfather and Goodfellas.
Yeah. That's based on a true story, too.
Yeah.
And a lot of what they showed in the movie really happened in real life, too. Because they switched the names on them guys, too. What's good about them is that they weren't guys out of New York. They were guys out of Chicago.
Oh.
Because what people forget is Chicago is home of Al Capone, which was an Italian mafia. He had his own, him and, I can't remember who the fuck that he would, because the Valentine's Massacre happened in Chicago.
Yes.
And I can't remember his rival. I want to say Anastasia, but I don't think that's right. Maybe it is right. But I can't remember. But yeah, so Casino's about a bunch of gangsters going out to Vegas and doing shit out there.
Oh, yeah.
And then fucking having to pay homage back to Chicago. It's a Chicago mob. You know?
What is that one that...
It's a great one. See, that's another one. Goodfellas and Casino are directed by Scorsese.
Oh, okay. And
they're good Scorsese movies. They're not like The Irishmen, which was a shitty mob movie, in my opinion.
I've never seen that.
Boring as fuck. I haven't even made it all the way through that fucking movie.
Have you seen The Outfit?
The Outfit? No.
I think you'd like it. It's a really good fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's a mob movie because there's some mob shit going down, but it's all based, like 90% of the movie is just in this like this guy's tailor shop.
Oh, really?
It's pretty fucking cool.
No shit.
It's a good movie. I don't want to blow it.
It's all in just there, huh?
It's mostly it's very reminiscent of Reservoir Dogs. Very reminiscent. Now I know they probably do some flashbacks or something here and there, but I think most of the movie's in one spot because some shit went down and they're all hanging out in this place.
And then they tell the story and you see the shit. Oh, okay.
I think so.
Who's in that?
It's a Netflix movie. There isn't like a lot of people that I know in it.
Huh.
Because the main dude is an older guy, and I can't remember any of their names or who they are. And then there's a chick, and then there's some like younger mob guys that show up.
Yeah, okay.
And it's really good. You should check it out. It's called The Outfit. Okay. I don't want to blow it for you because I think you'd really like it.
Yeah, okay. I'll check that out. Yeah, that sounds interesting.
It's pretty
good. I like Reservoir Dogs was a good one.
Yeah, I mean it is a good one. It's one of the few that I've seen.
I mean, you never seen The Untouchables? That's about Al Capone and Elliot Ness.
Yeah, Elliot
You got
Ness.
shit all in your beard. Fucking Elliot Ness, who... It's not gone. Still there. Fucking,
Okay, I see it. Anyways, continue. Elliot Ness.
Can't, I'm gagging over here.
It's fucking breadcrumb.
I know, but it's in your beard. It makes it worse. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have a weak stomach. God damn it. Fucking.
Anyways, Elliot Ness.
Elliot Ness was the IRS guy who busted Al Capone. So that's what that movie's about. Kevin Costner's Elliot Ness.
Yes, I see that like classic.
Oh,
you know,
because he's not pointing a gun at you. He's like pointing at him. He's like, I don't need a gun. I have money. And Elliot Ness is like, I don't need a gun. I have math.
You know what's crazy about Elliot Ness? I stumbled upon his gravestone.
No.
It's in fucking Cleveland, dude. No shit.
Really?
Yeah. I was just walking. I was looking for another one that's really popular in the area. And I walked by fucking Elliot Ness. I was like, no shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I had no idea.
I did not know that.
I think, yeah.
He must have roots here.
He must. I looked into it because he's one of the notables in the cemetery. After we left and got a map.
Is he pointing at you?
No,
the big ass monument.
It's just a stone. And it's not very big. Not very big
really?
at all. No, it's not much more than that either. Really?
They did not go out on him.
No, they did not.
Then again, though, he was alive in like the fucking 20s.
I know. Yeah.
30s.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
That was during Prohibition. Prohibition was in the 20s.
But yeah. Yeah.
So he probably died in like 1940.
Yeah.
The war was kicking off. And they're like, we ain't got time for this. Elliot Ness. They're still chiseling it out. Hitler's doing shit out there. We gotta go.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a good movie. But see, the thing is with Cleveland, it has mafia ties in Cleveland.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so does Sandusky. Sandusky, Ohio and Cleveland, Ohio have mafioso tie, and they have like people who worked for fucking New York and you know and shit like that. Like there's fucking mafia up there, dude.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So, but there's a movie called Kill the Irishmen, which is about the Italian mafia in Cleveland.
Oh shit!
Trying to kill this Irish fucking gangsters up there who took over unions, and they were like, "Fuck this, fuck the Italians, we're doing shit our way." And they tried to, and this is based on a true story too. Kill the Irishman. I can't remember the dude's name, but they tried to kill him like numerous times, and they couldn't.
Oh wow!
And he like survived like 5 or 6 death traps. Like they threw fucking grenades in his house at one point. Grenades or pipe bombs, one of the two, and they blew up like half his house while he was in it. Him and his wife, and they survived. They sent a hitman to shoot him up, and he survived that in a graveyard where he was like working out or some shit.
Yeah.
And they shooting at him, and he survived that. And ended up killing the guy who was trying to kill him.
Shit.
They ended up I think they tried to blow up his car twice, and they got him on the 3rd time.
Oh.
Maybe they only tried twice and got him on the second time. But he ended up dying because of he got blown up in his car.
Fuck.
But he kept surviving, and he kept just still fucking with these guys.
That sounds awesome.
And doing it's a great movie. The star is dude who played the Punisher, not John Barenthal, not fucking Tom Jane, not fucking Dolph Lundgren, the other guy.
The one that nobody knows.
Yeah, but he was Ray. He just died recently.
No, that's the Tom Jane one.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the John Travolta, but no.
No, he was in Warzone.
That guy. He's kind of like German or Russian or
some shit like that. Yeah,
yeah.
He was
Warzone guy.
Yeah, he was one of Thor's dudes in the Thor movies.
Okay.
Because he's in the 2 of the Thor
movies. I had no
movies.
idea. I'd never seen Warzone.
I want to say, Liev Schreiber keeps jumping in the head, but that's not right. Because that's Sabretooth.
And that dude's dead?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ray, it's Ray something. God damn it, I wish I remember his fucking name. But anyway, he's in that movie. He's the lead character. He's the guy they're trying to kill through the whole movie. It's a great movie, man. Christopher Walken's in that one too.
That's cool.
It's a good movie.
That's pretty. That sounds really good. I'd really like to see that.
Kill the Irishmen. That's what it's called.
All right,
check it out. Highly recommend it. That's one of my top 5.
When you're talking about Irish, did you ever catch the Black Donnellys on
yes.
NBC?
Yes, I did.
I wish.
And I was pissed off
I was
when the network says, "Nope, we're cutting this shit off."
It was good.
So, for what people don't know what we're talking about the Black Donnellys, which was a show on NBC, which was about fucking Irish gangsters in Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
Which in real life, if anybody knows Hell's Kitchen, that was where the Irish mafia was. Irish organized crime ran by fucking Jimmy Featherstone and Mickey. Mickey Featherstone and Jimmy Conan. Jimmy Conan. I know my mob shit, bro. And these were the Irish guys. Yeah. So the Black Donnellys was a TV show, fictional TV show about like organized crime of Irish in Hell's Kitchen. And what NBC decided to do midway through the fucking season, the first season, is they stopped. They cut it. You couldn't watch it on TV no more.
No, you had to watch it online.
And the reason was, my friends, because it was so violent.
Exactly.
And it was violent.
It was.
It was really fucking good.
Did you get to finish it?
No, I didn't.
I did. I watched that shit online.
Did you?
It was good. But it was a cliffhanger.
Because where I was at, when that came on, I did not have access to computers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I was locked the fuck up. So,
I get it. Okay.
Me and a lot of other convicts were pissed off at that time.
It was such a good show.
It was a
and it's
great
just
show.
like gone.
Yeah.
They're like, nope, it's on the internet, and then we can't do this again.
Yeah. It was so good though.
It was excellent. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did finish it. It was really good, but I've only watched it that one time. You probably can't even watch it now.
No, you can't, because I ended up starting. They have it on a streaming service.
Oh shit, they do?
I don't remember which one, because I saw it on one that I had, and I started watching it, and then something happened, and I think it was HBO Max. It was Max or maybe Prime. Somebody did have it on their fucking streaming service. So it's out there, and honestly, it might be on Peacock.
It should be.
Because that's an NBC.
NBC, but I've never looked for it. It was so good, and it left that such a cliffhanger and shit. I think their mom wound up getting killed in that.
Did she?
I think so by the end of it. I think.
Wow.
Because they were like fleeing town and shit in the final episode. Somebody got shot.
Yeah, because the episode they let us watch, and then they stopped after, when they killed, was when these up-and-comers killed like a prominent gangster and stuffed his body in a fucking barrel.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus! And they're like, hacking the fucking legs to bend them. It was fucked up. I was like, God damn, this is rough.
National television.
National television. And then NBC's like, oh, hell no. We're not showing this.
Who okayed this?
Yeah. They're like, shut it down.
And it got shut down. Mm-hmm. They're like, we'll let you finish the series, this first season, but never again.
Never again. Yeah, it's
so fucking good though.
It's a great fucking TV show, man.
Anyways, top 5.
My top 5. All right, off top of my dome. Well, number 1's Goodfellas.
Number 1's Goodfellas.
I would say 2 would be Donnie Brasco. 3 would have to be Casino. This is where we're getting muddy waters, gentlemen.
You can do a tie for 4th.
No, because after this, it starts getting hard to choose.
Oh. Because it's more fantastical?
No, I mean, those 3 are great.
Whoa.
But yeah, I mean, because...
Never seen Black Mass?
Yes, I have. That's about Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great one. Johnny Depp. Again.
Yeah, I knew it was Johnny Depp.
Fantastic. It's a great... No, that's a good movie.
I've never seen it.
God damn, what is my top 5? So, okay. Let me try to do this without thinking. I'm just trying to spurt. But the problem is I got to remember all the mob movies in my head. And I have a fuck ton in my head. Okay. Goodfellas. Donnie Brasco. Casino. Fuck, man. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know what my other 2 would be. Because I want to say The Untouchables. Because I love that. That's a fucking fantastic movie. But at the same time, like, do I leave out The Departed? Do I leave out fucking, fucking...
Oh, American Gangster?
That too. I forgot about American Gangster.
That's fucking good.
Oh, that movie's fantastic.
Denzel's amazing.
Shit.
Yeah.
He's like, clean that blood off of my fucking... He's like, you're supposed to dab it, you stupid motherfucker. Dab it. That's a great movie.
And it's based on a true story, too.
Yeah, because that guy was real.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas is real. And they had Nicky Barnes in it, who was a fucking drug kingpin of Harlem too. They were drug lords. Yeah, they're. Oh my god, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't pick the next two. I think I've got top. Those are my top three.
And then
everyone else is equally good. Equally good. Because I do like Road to Perdition. Yeah. I do like that movie. Black Mass, I like that movie a lot too. The Party I like. American Gangster I like. But see, here's the thing. American Gangster is organized crime. But a lot of people could say La M is organized crime, which is Mexican Mafia. Yeah. And American Me is a fantastic fucking movie. So is Blood In, Blood Out. Blood In, Blood Out's more gangbanger, but it becomes La M when one dude goes to prison. So American Me is based on the formation of the Mexican Mafia and how they got... Because Mexican Mafia, if you're Hispanic going into prison, if you're not with the Mexican Mafia, good luck. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, but it's real, and they're everywhere. Like they're all 50 states. They're everywhere. And the Mexican Mafia, they control street gangs too. So that's why I consider them organized crime, even though they're a prison gang. Because they're a prison gang. But to me, it's organized crime because they're organizing crime on the fucking streets.
Yeah.
That's why any Mexican street gang with 13 in their name, they're pledging allegiance to the Mexican Mafia. Because the Mexican Mafia uses 13. Everyone goes, why 13, Tom? Well, let me tell you. It's because M is the 13th letter in the alphabet. 13 represents M. La M, which is the M in fucking Spanish. Yeah. The Mexican Mafia. Yeah. So that's why. So they're pledging their allegiance to the Mexican Mafia by putting 13 in there. Because they're gonna. Because where do fucking gangbangers go? Two places.
The grave and jail.
Exactly. You know. So you have to. So that's why I do consider the Mexican Mafia organized crime because they're organized as fuck.
I mean, I get it. Like, if they're controlling... If somebody's in prison controlling stuff outside...
That's power.
Yeah.
That's power.
It is. Regardless of if it's me in there telling somebody else what to do.
So American Me, I would consider a mob. It's not your typical mob... Because when people think of mob, they think of mafia, which is Italian.
Yes.
But there's more organized crime out there than just Italians.
Yes.
Russians, fucking Chinese.
Yeah.
That's what we need, is a good triad movie. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see that.
That would be pretty good.
That would be pretty good. Or a Yakuza movie. That would be sweet. Now, there was a series out. It was on HBO Max. I didn't watch all of it. I started watching it. It just got kind of stupid. About, like, fucking the triads when they first came to San Francisco, way back in the day. Oh, yeah. Like during the railroad building days and shit like that. Yeah. Because, a lot of Chinese immigrants built the fucking railroads. Yeah. Right? So,
saw it in Red Dead.
So, So, there was a TV show about it, and it was produced by fucking Bruce Lee's daughter.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But I didn't watch it all, so I can't really speak on it that well. The Iceman, that's another movie, as a mob movie, but...
Dean Malenko?
No. This guy was way worse than Dean Malenko. He was pretty much a serial killer. But yes. I think half of his story is bullshit anyways. But the movie sucked. The movie sucked compared to the book. Because I've read the book. And it's like, holy shit, this guy.
I know he's got documentaries too.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, the documentary. But see, that's the thing. Like, and it's him talking.
Yes.
And I've seen interviews with Michael Francis, fucking Sammy the Bull, fucking what's the dude who fucking worked for Scarpa? Can't think of his name. Fucking, but a bunch of dudes who were in the fucking life, and none of them know who the fuck Richard Kuklinski is. They're like, who? And a lot of them have heard his name, but they don't know. They're like, he'd never worked, because Rich Kuklinski's claim to fame was that he did all these hits.
Yes.
For Roy DeMeo and fucking. He said he was on the hit that killed Paul Castellano by John Gotti and Sammy the Bull. He said he was in that hit. Sammy the Bull was like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, so so now after hearing this from real life, because that's what's great about YouTube right now, is all the gangsters that did horrendous shit and then ended up doing plea deals and now are free as fuck. They're telling their past on YouTube, and I'm like, yes, I gotta hear everything, because before it was just books and hearsay basically. Because all the books always ended up being the same in my opinion. Because I've read Gas Pipe's book, I've read fucking Sammy the Bull's book, I've read fucking all kinds of these fucking mafia books, and they all sound like basically the same thing. And the thing about the mobsters are, one, they love to blow their own egos up. That's a fact. So, and they also don't trust a lot of people. So they might tell you some fucking bullshit, right? And in the end, after every book I've read, I'm like, I don't know how much of that is actually accurate. Because they're like, well, it wasn't me. It was, well, what if it was him? You know what I mean? I don't know. But, I mean, Sammy the Bull has killed like 20 people, some shit like that, and he's free as a bird.
That's fucked up. How's he free though?
Because the government. Because when he testified against John Gotti, they put him in a witness. He had to do some time for that. And they put him in a witness protection program. Well, when he was in witness protection program, he fucked up. He was selling fucking.
Jesus.
He was selling. What's that really make you feel good fucking drug? It was really big in 2000s. I know that. I can't remember. It's sort of like mushrooms or whatever the fuck, but it's not. It's man-made and shit. But he got popped fucking selling that shit, and that's how he got kicked out of the witness protection program. Because in Arizona he was selling that shit. Same with Henry Hill. Henry Hill, he worked a plea deal for because he had drug cases, and then he snitched on fucking mob guys, got him sent, and they put him in the witness protection program. But he ended up fucking it up too. Because he sold drugs. And he got popped. So when because that's how Sammy got free. Because he told the feds everything they wanted about John Gotti. Because, well, one, he wasn't going to, but then they played him like tapes of Gotti like saying, talking mad shit about Sammy. And Sammy was his right-hand man, like his number two. And he's like, fuck this guy.
I mean...
But, he was talking about whacking him and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, and Gotti was kind of a loose cannon because Gotti killed a boss without having permission. Whoa. Like, when you're in a mafia, they were going to kill Gotti eventually. Because, here's the thing. If you're the boss, you're making all the rules, right? And so all five of these guys, all five heads of the families, they're the bosses. How do you stay the boss without your underlings whacking you? You have to get permission for everything, right? So when John Gotti didn't get permission to kill Paul Castellano and all the other bosses like, fuck, if he could do it here, they're going to do it to us. We have to make sure this is never going to happen again.
Well,
exactly. The problem was Gotti was under so much investigation and so much wire surveillance taps and he got locked away before they could kill him. Because a lot of people, like you see these mob guys on there, they're like, oh, he wasn't going to get killed. Like, yeah, right. Because, dude, you can get killed and the mob, like, that was the thing. Like, you sat down, you're supposed to be able to talk and see if you could work your way out of this shit before you got whacked. Everyone else who wasn't part of the mafia, you're the free game. Fucking whatever. He's not with us. He works for us, but he's not with us. So yeah, dude, like, I don't know. It's crazy. I know a lot about this shit.
I can tell. Man.
But yeah, I can't rank top 5 fucking mafia movies. Because there's so many of them. And then, but that's my top 3, definitely. Those, I can say that wholeheartedly. Goodfellas, Donnie Brasco, and Casino, by far the 3 best mob movies ever. Because now you can even go into see, here's the thing. This is where shit gets tricky with genres. Because is Pulp Fiction or Mafia a mob movie? Because Vincent and Sam Jackson are working for this mob boss?
I would say so.
But I wouldn't. I would say it's an anthology movie because you see different. Because you don't only see Jules and Vincent. You also see the guy trying to rob fucking the donut place. You also see fucking Bruce Willis having the fight But then again, he is doing it for the mob, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
It all ties it back to fucking
organized crime. Yeah, organized crime.
Yeah.
About to get medieval in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that would probably be my favorite. That's my number one.
It's so funny. That's my number one. That's my number one. Pulp Fiction. I mean, Pulp Fiction, man, has got his. I'll say it's in my top 5 fucking all-time movies. What's your top 5 all-time movies, Tom? Fuck. I gotta rank this shit. It's hard, man. Ranking shit is hard because,
it is hard.
Especially when you love certain movies and you're like, oh, this is good. Like ones I hate, I can rank them all day long. Stomp them out. They're trash.
Yeah.
That's number 35. But the good ones, you're like,
it's hard because because they're different genres and everything.
Yeah, they can be. You know, I don't know. I love mob movies. The mob always intrigued me so much.
I get it.
The Italian mob, anyways. Like, I don't know much about Russian mobs. I just know they're ruthless as fuck. Same with the triads and yakuza. I don't know much about them. I mean, I know about the cartels a lot.
But you were really on the Italian mafia.
Yeah, it's always fascinated me. I think it's really
Have
because
you ever played those games?
No.
I've always wanted to, but I haven't. Really.
Yeah, I haven't. It's because the way they were set up, the way they were organized, the way that they had a grip on fucking a whole city. You know what I mean? That stretched out to different cities, you know, in America. So it's always fascinating because it's like kind of like the ultimate bad guy, right?
Yeah.
It's like Batman. Who's he fighting? He's fighting mob guys. Like when Batman first came out, he was fighting mob guys all the time. Salvatore Maroni. Fucking what was the other fuck?
I don't know.
Fuck. I know his name, and I can't think of his name. Not Maroni, but Falcone. Fucking yeah. So I don't know. I always thought it was cool. I always thought I always wanted to be in it. Now then, when I got older, I'm like, nah, I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to. Because you never know when you're going to get killed by one of your own people. Yeah. They killed each other all the time. Like, I thought I was part of a family. Goodbye.
Yeah. That would be that would suck.
That would suck ass. Because every time they murdered one of their own, the guy who was getting murdered always thought, like, hey, I'm about to have a good time. It's over. It's like, no, that would suck, man.
I mean, at least you're going in with good thoughts, like, oh.
Well, you don't know what's coming. Yeah. As soon as you like either walk in a door or walking somewhere or sit in something,
turn your car
it's
on.
over. Yeah, turn your car on. Boom!
That would suck.
That would suck, man.
Imagine living with that fear. This might be the day. That would fucking suck.
Well, the thing is, most of them they didn't live in that fear because they thought that they were being loyal. Yeah. And then guys who were not being loyal, were like, I'm gonna get away with this. They're not gonna figure this out. They're too stupid. Bow. You know.
Oh shit.
And there's a lot of backstabbing in the mob too. There's a lot of backstabbing.
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, hey, this guy's no fucking good. Yeah, he's a fucking rat. And then a guy who's not a rat got killed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's a power struggle.
It's a power struggle.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
For real. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that noise. I'd rather be on the outside looking in.
Yeah. I'll watch a movie about it.
I'll watch a movie about it. I would even like to sit down and talk to some of them. Yeah. Like, I would love to talk to Sammy the Bull or fucking, God, I wish I remember this guy's name. He was Greg Scarpa's fucking, like, right-hand man. People don't know Greg Scarpa. Greg Scarpa was a capo in the fucking Colombo family. And fucking, they called him the Grim Reaper. Because when he got assigned, like, hey, Greg, this guy, he's no good. Gotcha. He'd go and just, pow, pow, pow. He just whacked people. And then he survived because the Colombos had a inner war that happened. And Greg and this other, I can't remember this guy's fucking name, man. And I should know his fucking name. But Greg and this guy were just like slaughtering motherfuckers, man. There's like, there was one story he was telling about. They knew this because you gotta remember, if you're having an in family war, you know where all these people live. You know You were at one point friends.
Yeah.
You know?
You know all the shit.
You know all the shit. So they were having this war. So Greg Scarface they called him the Grim Reaper, and he killed mad people. The thing was, it came out later, because he ended up dying of AIDS. Mm-hmm. But after he died, or right before he died, can't remember, don't quote me on that, he got outed because he was an FBI informant.
Oh, shit.
He was telling on motherfuckers,
Oh,
dude.
shit.
Yeah. And he was high. He was a capo. That's high ranked in the fucking in that life. It's crazy, huh? So he was living the edge. He's like, I don't know. Click, 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 click. That's how it is a blow. You know?
Any day now.
But nobody ever pegged him to be a rat because he was willing to kill like that. He would murder someone like that.
Maybe it was like part of the deal. Be like, hey, look, I'm really gonna have to kill a lot of people, but.
Well, the thing is, if you're working for the feds, you can just, if you tell them something, they'll be like, okay, it's all right. You killed how many? Who was it? Oh, he's a bad guy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, they're all mobsters.
Yeah, whatever. We need this information now. That's how the fucking feds work.
Immunity.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Are you gonna say that? Okay, kill whoever you want.
Whatever. Justice system.
Oh shit. Anyways.
Yeah, I need another beer.
Yeah.
Well, that was mob movies for a fucking hour.